I think it's good, but I think it could be better. I think you look at the likes of other states around Australia, I think they've got it a bit better than we do.
I don't think it's too bad, to be honest. There's some good restaurants around, and generally I think it's pretty good.
Fine dining is usually last minute decision to go out and grab something on a Friday or a Saturday night. Yeah.
I absolutely love fine dining when I get the opportunity. Yeah, and I've done some. Yeah.
What makes you like it?
Just the feeling of being waited on with expertise and just possibly the way the food is cooked with more care and rather than fast food. There's obvious differences.
Yeah.
As a student at uni, I often find that when I'm trying to go fine dining in Brisbane, I have very limited options that suit my price range, I guess. A lot of them aren't aimed at my demographic personally either. I don't think they're probably aimed at a bit more older people.
Okay.
Pretty good. I dine out a lot, and in general, pretty well, pretty great.
Pretty good.
Great, yeah.
And why do you find it pretty good?
Because there's a lot of variety of food here. Fine dining around Brisbane, the South Bank area, 42 Valley and Newstead. There's a lot of restaurants around here. You get a big variety of restaurants.
Maybe a little too high. And why do you think that is?
I mean, it is fine dining, but it's still a lot of pricey. I think for what you're getting, I think it's a good price if you compare it to some of the other cities around. So, yeah, in general, I think it's pretty good.
Not really. I think it can be overpriced. It depends. It depends if you go for the specials, but then they aren't really fine dining. But I think most fine dining is overpriced, let alone just in Brisbane.
Not for like if you take a family out, it's quite expensive.
And if you travel overseas, lots of places, the food's probably even better and cheaper.
Yeah, it's usually a pretty good price. Drinks are usually more expensive than they should be, but the food itself that you pay for is usually about the right price point.
I think it is expanding. I think due to obviously the change in the areas as well as new sort of restaurant areas opening up around Brisbane. I think it's changing and getting better.
We have much experience.
I'm gonna say yes though, when considering my talks and
And why do you think that is?
I mean, it is city. There's a lot of tourists and people that like to eat a lot.
The last 2 years, I believe, I've been watching a lot of news, reading a lot of paper, and expanding a lot on the southeast side and around the Hamilton area. And I believe it will be better within the next 5 years' time.
So would you say it's expanding out?
It is. It's going to be massive soon.
I can't remember where it was at, but when fine dining, it's almost about the service as well. Like if I'm paying a lot of money, I want it to like feel really nice and actually be really nice. So, yeah, going somewhere and just having a good time as well as a good meal is very important too.
I really enjoyed a degustation menu that I did, which was 12 courses once, and because I was able to experience foods that I'd never had before, that was probably a favourite, I suppose.
So
I like lots of fine dining.
Yeah. So would you consider variety an important factor of fine dining?
Yes, I would say so.
The last really nice restaurant I went to was called Echo or something in the city. I don't know if you or Echo Bistro or something. I can't remember what it was called, but it was really quite. The service was really good, which I think is kind of nice to go someplace and actually have somebody take care of you.
Yeah. So would you consider service a very important factor of fine dining?
Definitely.
Probably wasn't in Brisbane.
Okay. So you don't. So how would you comment on that in terms of the overall grade of Brisbane in dining?
In fine dining or
Yeah,
dining?
fine dining.
I would probably give it. I probably wouldn't even give it a pass. I think it's probably a 3 or a 4 because I think it can be improved.
Yeah.
But like I said, if they take notes of what other states do and really improve it, make it more high quality, then I think that will improve it a lot.
The worst experience, so there's been quite a few bad experiences around, and the majority of them have been down towards the valley sort of side of it. I think just in terms of service-wise, it hasn't been that great, and I think that's a big aspect for me.
Probably the George seafood place on Eagle Street here, which is really expensive and really fancy, but they always overbook, so it takes a very long time to get served, and the food isn't always great.
Nothing really comes to mind. I always find that some restaurants where you're paying top dollar, you can't even get a refill on a glass of water or something. They kind of forget about you once you've actually ordered. So service, I think, is my number one issue.
Long wait times on food. Like, they obviously leave some time to talk when it comes to fine dining. They like to leave a bit of time, but sometimes when it's like, if they're a bit busy, it gets up to 40 minutes or an hour, and you want to get out of there after a while, and that's just kind of the worst.
Yeah. I don't think that Brisbane is quite there yet in terms of its fine dining compared to some of the other cities, but as far as my experience has been, I think it's made up, quite a broad perspective of what I think fine dining is in Brisbane, and it's definitely changed over the years.
Well, I kind of like to balance them out. So, like, some places that I've been are kind of not so great, and a few places that I've been have been really good. So, somewhere, I guess, in the middle. But, like, compared to a city like Melbourne or Sydney, you don't really have the choice. So, you would in a bigger.
I often get more good experiences than bad, so I think that I don't have a problem with Brisbane's level of fine dining. I'm happy for where it is. I go out every now and then when I'm with a couple of friends and want to celebrate something. So yeah, I think it's at a pretty good level. It could be a bit better, a bit cheaper, and I'd enjoy it more, but it's not too bad for where it is.
Okay.
Yes, I do. 80% of restaurants in Brisbane, when I walk in, I feel welcome.
Yeah.
It's very polite, they're welcome because you're there to spend your money and enjoy it, and they're making a big profit out of you. So usually 80-85%, I'm happy with that.
I think so, yes. I think because generally speaking, the staff involved, in restaurants that are regarded as fine dining restaurants, they are there to give you the ultimate experience, and so generally speaking, you get treated with great respect. If that's what you're looking for, then yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
And why do you feel welcomed?
There's always a staff member that says hello, and then they can guide you to seats, and they're very attentive from the get-go.
It's usually welcoming. I think it's like I say, it's changed quite a bit from when I first originally arrived in Australia to now, and I think it's changed quite substantially.
Well, I was sitting in a food court, so that means there's a lot, there's a lot more people eat fast food than fine dining. So maybe that's because of price, convenience.
Okay.
Like, why would I go and buy something for $30 where I just come here and get it for $5?
I think you have a lot more choice with fast food. It's pretty well catered for, whether it's Mexican or sushi or something like that. I think fine dining is a bit of a ways to go. Okay.
It's very, very far away.
Yeah.
The fast food industry and the fine dining is very. It's like university student and primary school kid.
Yeah.
So it's a far way off.
Yeah. Okay.
This food is just, you can relax more.
Yeah.
Be loud, have fun. Unlike fine dining, you have to be formal. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it world class. I don't think Brisbane's at that level as one of the, I think it's like the third biggest capital city or something like that in Australia. So it's definitely, it wouldn't be world class, but it is up there in one of the top ones. I think, yeah.
I don't think world class. It's not renowned for its restaurants. I don't think when you come to Brisbane you specifically come to eat, do you?
Oh, there's lots of variety here. There's lots of restaurants here. Probably the range is probably world class. Is the food top of the world? Probably not.
Okay.
I don't know if I call it world class yet, because it hasn't got that prestige element. People don't travel to eat in Brisbane, but I think it's definitely on its way.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say it's world class, but I would say it's definitely getting a lot better than what it has been over the past few years. So it's still quite a way to go, I think.
No.
And why would you think that?
Well, like I said, it's not even Australia. It's not even the best in Australia. It's not the best in the world.
No, definitely not. And why is that? Like I said, I don't think you have the variety. There's not. If you think of amazing cities, world class, Paris, New York, places like that, Brisbane doesn't pop into my head of where I was going to go to for a food destination.